Thanks for joining me today for this highlight video of the Good News Infinite Hope live stream I do every Friday. Please be sure to smash the like, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and share the video. Thank you so much. So let's get it started. Let's get it started, as always, with some interesting historical archaeology news. Well, this is kind of like about treasure hunting again. Really interesting stuff. Metal detectors unearths largest Anglo-Saxon treasure hoard ever discovered in England. Okay. Next up, we have some really cool toys. From Lego. Incredible Home Alone Lego set is divided like an advent calendar and inspired by McAllister's residence. So here is the Lego set. That's pretty cool. This time we are going to go and check out a story about a little boy who has a heart of gold. Because we've been talking about gold. This boy has a heart of gold. 13-year-old boy granted a Make-A-Wish uses to feed the homeless every month for a year. Let's watch the story.
Last year, 13-year-old Abraham Olabegi found out he was born with a rare blood disorder and needed a bone marrow transplant. About a year later, he found out better news. His transplant was successful.
Yay.
And he qualified for Make-A-Wish. Abraham wanted a long-lasting wish, so he decided to feed the homeless.
Immediately, I told my husband, I said, guess what Abraham wants to do with his wish? And he said, what? And I said, he wants to feed the homeless. And my husband said, great, let him do it. That's awesome. So, of course, we weren't going to, miss an opportunity like that because we've always tried to instill giving into our children.
In September, Make-A-Wish helped Abraham and his family feed about 80 people in Mississippi.
When the homeless people get the plate, some of them will come back and sing to us and thank us. And it just really feels good. It warms our heart. It just really feels good. And my parents always taught us that it's a blessing to be a blessing.
Wow. Here's another story that's kind of incredible about a 9-year-old girl who stepped up big time. Here we go. Brockton 9-year-old hero unlocks dad's phone with his face, calls 911 as carbon monoxide filled the home. So there was a fire and this little girl stepped up. Here's the story. Come on.
Here's a question for the dinner table tonight. If you have kids, would they know what to do in an emergency? Well, one little girl in Brockton sure did, and tonight she's her family's hero.
This story is incredible. Boston 25 News anchor Scott McDonald brings us the amazing story of a 9-year-old girl who came to the rescue in a race against time.
As a powerful nor'easter raged across the area last week, this home in Brockton, one of many without power for days.
We decided to use the generator, and then we only used for about 10 minutes.
The mom of 9-year-old Jaylene Brando told me they thought the generator was in a safe position, but quickly she and others were overtaken by potentially deadly carbon monoxide.
I thought it was just a headache. Then after that, maybe 2-3 minutes, I didn't feel anything after that.
Do you think you went unconscious?
Yes, definitely.
That's when this smiling fourth grader
Aww.
sprung into action.
I heard my dad screaming and I went and I saw my mom passed out.
Staying calm, Jaylene grabbed her dad's phone to call 911. The problem, it was locked and he was overtaken by the odorless gas.
So I unlocked it by using my dad's face.
It was a race against time. Carbon monoxide inside of the home was
Can you
measured
imagine?
over 1,000 parts per million, potentially fatal exposure. And then it unlocked?
Yeah.
What did you tell 911?
I told them that my mom wasn't breathing. And then they told me the address and they told me if I could talk to anyone.
Critical action,
Wow.
rescuing her 5 family members who were inside at the time.
I'm so proud of her, I cannot even describe how happy and proud I am.
Waking up in the hospital, Jaylene's mom believes her 9-year-old daughter saved her life.
Oh yes, she did. I wouldn't be here if she was in the house.
In Brockton,
Oh my
Scott
goodness.
McDonald, Boston 25 News.
So we're going to start it off with this lady here. 70-year-old sets record as oldest woman to climb El Capitan in Yosemite to better know her son. Okay, here's the next old person. I don't even want to call them old because these people are doing stuff young people aren't doing now. Like this guy right here, 80-year-old power lifter can still pump 800 pounds and inspire seniors to hit the gym. The next one here, this is also incredible. So this one is 105-year-old Julia Hawkins set world record for age group in 100-meter run. It was wonderful. So this one has a video. Let's watch this one.
You have got to meet the 105-year-old lady from Louisiana who ran 100 meters and set a world record. We went to meet Miss Julia Hawkins and expected she'd be real excited to talk about the race, but she told us it's just a drop in the bucket when it comes to the race of life.
On your marks. Set.
And she's off at 105 years old in a class all by herself and with a fresh picked flower in her hair. Julia Hawkins was running for the record books at the Louisiana Senior Olympic Games.
Go, Grandma!
She is running 100 meters, a little bit more than a football field, and has to stay in that lane despite not being able to see much more than about a foot in front of her because of her age. Miss Hawkins stays in race shape mostly by jogging a mile or two a day near her Baton Rouge home that she and her husband built together back in 1948. And that's where we first met her, the day before the race.
Well, hello, Miss Julia.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm David.
Well, David, we've been waiting a long time on you.
Well, have you ever wanted to be a world record holder?
Not particularly.
No. Are you impressed by it?
No, not particularly.
Uh-huh.
I had too many other wonderful things before this. This is just a drop in the bucket.
She grew up in the 1920s when a train ticket cost about a nickel.
What was the state of the world when you were born?
Much calmer, fewer buttons to push, but lots of books to read.
She became a teacher and fell in love with gardening. She shared that love for nature with a fellow student at LSU named Murray Free Hawkins Jr., or Buddy as they called him.
I met him the first day at LSU. I went home and wrote about him in my diary. He was so smart, so clever, and so fun. He had a good sense of humor, and he was vivacious and wonderful. We were married by telephone.
By telephone?
At that time, Murray was at Pearl Harbor, serving in World War II. Together, they raised 4 children, and after 70 years of marriage, Murray died at the age of 95.
Did you want to live to be this old?
I couldn't imagine being this old. Without him, it's not the same. It's not quite as wonderful.
What are your dreams?
I don't have a dream. I just want to go to sleep and let it end.
Wow.
That's what my husband did. We were sleeping together and he sang love songs to me that night. Wonderful songs. So that's a wonderful way to go.
Oh.
Well, until that happens, we are going to cheer you on.
Thank you.
Yes, we are.
Which takes us right back to that 100-meter run. On race day, among those cheering her on were 2 of her former students, 90-year-old Rosemary and Evelyn, who's 89. She finished in just under 1 minute, 3 seconds, setting a world record as
This
the
lady
oldest
is
American
badass.
and the first woman to run 100 meters in her age group.
I'm so happy.
Now, you know, every winner deserves a press conference, and this one set her own rules.
Okay, one question apiece.
You want to do it again?
Yeah. Right now?
No. How about at 106? Do it again?
Maybe so. Who knows? knows? See how I feel when I get up in the morning.
Deal.
Once again, I'd like to thank you for joining me for this highlight video of the Good News Infinite Hope live stream. Please be sure to smash the like, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the positivity. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye!